Well, we certainly came a long way, and it was well documented. We were the third youngest team in the country this year, and the youngest in the NCAA tournament. And from start to finish, it was amazing. We started early on. We had some tough games, played a brutal schedule in the non-conference, went to the Bahamas, and learned some tough lessons. But we stayed together as a team, grew as a team, and by the end, I think we saw a group of guys that truly embraced the idea of team and the idea of representing UAB, and it was fun to see them grow. And I think the biggest thing is we really laid the foundation for the future of UAB basketball.
Great foundation, and we couldn't be more proud of you and the team and your staff. As you said, it was wonderful to watch them mature through the year, and had a very exciting conclusion with the Conference USA Tournament Championship win, and then moving on to the NCAAs, which is, I know, what you have been planning and we've been planning since you came here about 3 years ago.
It was fun down the stretch there because one thing I told the guys, I've been lucky enough to be a part of 18 NCAA tournaments now, and the group of guys we hadn't had that experience, and they put their trust in me, and again, those experiences I could draw back on, I think were proved valuable. But it was a neat situation. Again, we keep talking about a foundation that's built now, and looking forward to the future.
Well, we're very excited about the future, and obviously we're excited about this long-term commitment from UAB to you and your staff and your team and your family, and also about your commitment to UAB and to UAB basketball. So we couldn't be more excited about all of the plans going forward. Well, Coach Haase has been articulating a plan all along, and even, I guess, a couple years ago when Coach Williams from North Carolina was here and you had a group of folks together, and we talked about striving to have a national championship caliber team. And Coach Williams smiled and said, well, it takes resources and commitment to do that. And he has full confidence in you. And I remember when we were recruiting you, he said, Coach Haase is going to make a big impact in men's basketball and basketball throughout the U.S. So this is a 6-year agreement that will provide the resources to the basketball team and program to grow and to continue to grow in this foundation. I think more important than anything is that the integrity and the character of Coach Haase and his staff and his team stand tall. And that's a foundation of everything that we want to do here at UAB. And as Coach Haase mentioned, these young men are growing. They're here to get an education. They're here to learn life lessons. So we want to provide him and the program with the resources to be successful and to strive for national championships. Not once, but to have a team that perennially is outstanding, and we know that he and his staff can do it. And we have faith in his overall plan, and we have faith in our team.
Well, I think it starts with my staff. I mean, I have a tremendous staff, and then it goes into the recruiting part of it too, that we're able to convince, obviously, student athletes that have a great deal of ability on the court, but we also believe have unbelievable character. And when you put a group of guys together like that, good things tend to happen. And as we move forward right now, I think we're in a position that with the commitment from the administration with what we're doing right now, somebody asked me recently what our goal is going to be for next year. And I certainly have not defined those goals and articulated to those of the team, but as we develop them, I can assure you they're not going to be small. They're going to be bold, they're going to be aggressive, and that's going to be the vision for this program as we move forward. Well, my wife, I think she'd kick my butt if we left, so that's the first and foremost, and then after that I'd have to answer to my 3 kids, and they love it here as well. But and there is a lot of truth to that we absolutely love it as a family, but then when you get into the part about UAB and the whole university here, we feel extremely comfortable. We feel certainly a part of it, and we want to continue to grow that. You know, to this point, I finished my 3rd year now, and the commitment from the administration has grown for our basketball program over the 3-year period. And what we're doing right now, and what the university, Dr. Watts, is doing, is really making a serious commitment to the basketball program. And one thing I talked about very candidly was the expectations of our program should meet the commitment level, and whatever that is. And I said, my dreams and goals can get as high as you can possibly imagine, but there needs to be a commitment to be able to achieve those things. That in the real world we're competing against programs that have significant resources, and we'd love to be able to compete with them. And Dr. Watts agreed, and I think is certainly grateful for this opportunity and this commitment.
we want to make sure that Coach Haase and the basketball program has the resources to build on this wonderful foundation. And we want him and our fans to know that we are all committed to achievement at the highest level. And our investment over these coming years in this agreement will continue to increase so that you will have the resources to be able to compete with anybody. And we also want to compensate Coach Haase for the excellence and the great job that he's done, but also to show him how much we value him. And we will continue to invest to stay competitive at the very highest level.
Well, the support for our basketball program has been tremendous, and I think that will continue as well. We're going to do everything we can to reach out to the community and have this an all-inclusive kind of thing with the university community, the Birmingham community, and it's something that the support that we had, especially late in the year in the Conference USA tournament and the NCAA tournament, was absolutely fantastic. And this is a position right now that isn't something to look back and say, well, that was great. We'll say that, but the goal really from this point forward is to build on that and turn this into something even bigger and better.
And I think that's well said, in that this has been fun, it's been achievement, but this is just the beginning of what this team and this staff can do. And I believe that the UAB community in Birmingham and Alabama will be proud of them as they are now, but even more so in the future. And we want to make sure that the atmosphere is one of excitement. We want to see Bartow Arena full next year, cheering on our team. And we also are serious about making investments in others, like our women's basketball team and many of our other teams. So it's an exciting time for UAB.